Uchi restaurant is it's a Japanese restaurant. We serve traditional sashimi, sushi, and then we also have a very untraditional side as well. My name's Kaz Edwards. I am the chef de cuisine at Uchi in Austin, Texas. Basically, the little house that could. I mean, Uchi started as Tyson Cole's baby. It was based on an idea of simple, traditional Japanese cooking, the delicate flavors, and then it just kind of evolved and spanned and grew from there. Him getting Food and Wine's Best New Chef, and then from there it's just been a stepladder all the way up, and it really has never plateaued. It's just constantly been on the rise. Being in the middle of Texas and doing sushi, the perception of it can be challenging, but it's not. I mean, if you have good purveyors, if you have good fish, fresh fish coming in, it doesn't matter where you do it as long as you're doing it right. I think the interesting thing is getting people in from like LA or San Francisco or places. People in New York, they come here with the sushi in Austin, sushi in Texas, like as a joke, and they come here and they're absolutely blown away by it. That's super rewarding, to see people that feel like, oh, I'm around it, I'm in it, I see it, I eat it every day, and then to come here and experience something in the middle of Texas, something new that they've never had before. I think that's amazing. We are allowed to kind of step outside that box a little bit. We try to keep things in the tradition of Japanese cooking as far as really good ingredients, simple flavors, but then we try to take them to a different level. And the great things about our specials in the back of the house is they're not developed by just one person. They're developed by our whole staff has the opportunity to do that.
My name is Monica Flynn. I am the Sue pastry chef. Well, most of my desserts here are taken with that Japanese train of thought, so everything's very well balanced. I try to think of the acidity in particular because it's often left out of desserts, and balancing the sweetness and the fattiness with the acidity and bitterness even sometimes. So I try to pick a couple of products and just highlight them the way that Sushi Bar kind of does with their stuff. I usually try to go something real classic that I'm familiar with and I think people are going to be familiar with too, and then give it a little bit more of a unique twist.
I guess the techniques and the simplicity of Japanese cooking is a lot different from French cuisine. You come from a French cooking school where you use fat, you use butter, you use all these things. There's jus, there's meat sauces, and you come here and everything is delicate. It's light. There's a lot of acids, vinegars, things of that sort that help balance the flavors. It did benefit me as a chef because luckily I came straight out of culinary school into this place, so it was basically coming from one education and then getting another. So basically I did, it's like going to school and then going to graduate school.
My name's Daniela Leyva. I work at Uchi restaurant and I've been here for almost 2 years. I started staging here when I moved to Austin, and in about 3 months' time I got the job offering in the kitchen. Stage is a French word for being an apprentice, so you basically work for free, but in turn you get the valuable experience of working in a professional setting.
My name is Brian Bush. I'm the porter at Uchi. When I started at Uchi, I started in the front of the house. I started as a busser right after I finished college. I really didn't have much experience with food at all. I hadn't eaten much sushi at all. I hadn't eaten an oyster, things like that. After a couple months of working there, I just asked if I could stage in the kitchen, just work for free, and just kind of learn the craft a little bit. I come from a background of classical music, and it's sort of a similar kind of passion that I'm finding in here, I guess, as far as just being able to just hone this craft day in and day out, and just try and make the best possible product every day, and it's just really enjoyable. I mean, for the moment, I'm just digging what I'm doing, so we'll see where that goes from there.
My name is Brooks Bond. Of course, living in Austin and being in the business, y'all always hear about Uchi. Uchi's the place to work. Uchi's absolutely the place you want to be. The cool thing about the service is we get a lot of people that don't have any idea what they're walking into. They're really kind of apprehensive about trying new things, and then watching apprehension turn to amazement and awe. That's the fun part of it. They always want to come back, and it's really amazing to be surrounded by people that are creative in their fields and want to learn more, want to be challenged more, and are excited that that's a possibility. I actually bought a condominium right across the street. Now I walk across the street to work, and to work at the best place in town. So it doesn't get much better than that. Love Austin, love Uchi. Yeah, man, where else am I going to go? I love Uchi. I love my job.